We have an amazing blog post, which we're going to take a look at. Massive new characters, Baron Zemo, which is going to give a big boost to Hydra Grenadier, Crossbones, and Winter Soldier. Plus, we're going to talk about the new Doom campaign, which you'll be able to access if you've beaten the Nexus. And we're going to get some new access to superior mini uniques. And also, more importantly than that, probably is we're going to find out how she's going to be farmable. She's going to be farmable in the Doom campaigns. And then there's also, which is kind of weird, they're going to add Thor to the Doom campaigns. A lot of people are speculating that maybe Thor is going to be removed from the raid store. My suggestion is farm Thor now. If you're, don't walk if you need Thor. But I think that might possibly be a placeholder for something else later. Doom War. So we're going to read about the new campaign. The battle for Nexus Earth rages on with a new campaign that could spell doom for the members of Strike. And if you're squaring off the Destroyer of Worlds, doesn't give you a heart rate up. Destroyer of Worlds. A lot of people are reading more into that than I personally did. They think it means some other, Galacticus or Galacticus. I don't know how to say his name. But I did find a quote. It says, I am Doom, Destroyer of Worlds. What God stand against me? That's a quote from, so I didn't interpret that to mean anything else, but maybe you do. I don't know. We've got blitzes that are a force of nature, a godly bonus advance, a chance to strike gold. But first, we're making a mask of the highest new member. That's right. I'm Boomer, Destroyer of Words. Baron Zemo. Hydra squeezes out the battlefield. It gets tighter with Baron Zemo. Just had a long line of evil. So this is the guy that was in Winter Soldier, Captain America Winter Soldier. And we'll just skip to the good part because I think the kid is going to be crazy. And I think it's, of course, going to be a counter to Red Skull. Maybe it'll be a counter to Mercs. That's what I'm hopeful for. And then, of course, I think it's going to be a counter to S.H.I.E.L.D. So it's going to be an offensive war team. Traits, global skill controller, Hydra. Oof, no mutant. That's what we needed is more mutant. And rather than starting the basic, I want to go right to the passive and just talk about the passive first because I think you want to get an idea of what this guy does from the beginning of the match. On spawn, gain charged and apply immunity for 1 turn and defense up to self and all Hydra allies. So that means that on spawn, he's going to get a charge. That means Crossbones, Hydra Grenadier, and Winter Soldier are going to get defense up for 2 turns, and he's going to get immunity. Cool, right? Then on his turn, if he's charged, he attacks. So when the first time he goes, and he's really fast, I think he's going to be really fast, attack all non-minion enemies for 300% damage and all minion enemies for 400% damage. Then clear 3 positive effects from all enemies and apply disrupted for 2 turns to all minion enemies and lose charge. Now, I think it's pretty obvious this is going to be a Red Skull counter, but whether or not it is a Merc counter, we're going to see because I think there's some things in this kit that lead it to me to believe that it could destroy Merc Lieutenant and Merc Riot Guard, specifically Merc Riot Guard, which is a total hassle. Gain 40% speed. Non-minion Hydra allies, Crossbones and Winter Soldier also gain 40% speed. Now, Winter Soldier, we're going to talk about later in the kit. He's going to get a 10% speed boost anyways. He's going to go from 91 to 100. Plus this other 40% is going to give him a speed of 140. And Crossbones is going to have a speed of 138. And Crossbones is going to be able to turn 1 nuke. 140 and 138 speed is crazy. Black Widow with her passive is 155 and Yo-Yo is 140. These guys are going to be crazy fast. We don't have the details on what Zemo is going to be, but if he's going to get 40 extra speed, if he has a speed of 100, he's going to be really fast. Speed is the alpha stat in turn-based games. All right. On war offense, on enemy minion turn, apply +1 evade up to a maximum of 3 to yourself and all adjacent allies. So I think this might be good against Mercs. I think this is no brainer that it's going to be Hydra versus Hydra. It's going to be a counter to Red Skull. Clearly, when we read some of the other parts of the kit, but whether or not it is a counter to mercenaries, which are crazy hard to beat, by the way, we're going to see. Now, turn 1, he's going to explode, attack all non-minions, and everybody's going to clear 3 positive effects and disrupted for 2 turns to all minion enemies. Then he's going to basically put ability block, a very early ability block. Energy cost 5/5, attack primary target for 300 damage. Apply ability block, turn 1 ability block very early, probably really fast, and slow for 2 turns. putting ability block and putting slow, chain damage, and then gain that charge back. And then when he goes again, he's going to AoE again right here because the charge is back, right? If charged, explode, clear all positive effects, apply disrupted to all minion enemies. Oh my God. Then he's going to do this crazy attack right here. Energy cost 2/2. Clear 3 death proofs from primary target. Now think about Merc Riot Guard. Attack primary target for 450% damage. If primary target is a minion, Merc Riot Guard. Attack for 900% damage. Woof. 20% piercing. Minions killed by this attack can't be revived, so that pretty much is going to be an anti-Red Skull thing. Gain massive focus, and then attack is unavoidable, and it cannot be blocked. Rip, Merc Riot Guard. Merc Riot Guard. Seems like this ability is a counter to Merc Riot Guard. And so Merc teams typically have Merc Lieutenant and Merc Riot Guard. Sometimes they have Merc Sniper, but those two for sure. Now, this will not affect Hela and Greg. Greg is a summon, and he's an individual summon, a new summon. He's not the same summon coming back. He's a new summon. Every time he comes back, he's not considered minion. So this has no effect on Hela and Greg. And then lastly, his basic attack, apply assist now to Hydra Grenadier ally, attack primary target for 290% damage. Fine. But this is 2/2. This is going to pop off. I think it's going to be a counter to Red Skull for sure, maybe Mercs. And this leadership ability, bonkers. 40% speed, the charge, all of it's great. Now, let's take a look at, there's the picture of what he's going to look like in game. Great. Let's talk about some of the reworks. Grenadier, Red Skull, even Red Skull gets a rework, my goodness. And also Winter Soldier and Crossbones. Grenadier gets more damage, and extra focus. If Zemo's ally, gain more damage. He's just going to do more damage, fine. Winter Soldier, 10% speed. So I believe he's 91 right now, so this will bring him up to 100. Plus the 40 from Zemo is going to bring him to 140, which is crazy when we look at some of the fastest characters in the game. That's huge, right? Special, Relentless Assault, updated. Attack primary target for 210% damage, apply bleed. Bonus attack 2 times. Before it had like a percent chance. That's being eliminated. It's just going to bonus attack. And then it had a smaller chance to apply bleed. His passive, gain 15% crit chance. If Zemo's an ally, gain 20% max health. So he's just going to be more tanky. Gain additional 10% crit chance for self and all Hydra allies. This seems like it's going to be very good. He's going to have a lot of crit chance. Plus, I believe there was some interesting mechanics that he might be able to take advantage of with ISO 8. I have to go back and look at the ISO 8. I don't remember, but I think there's something interesting that might interact well with ISO 8. Crossbones, more health, damage, armor. Most important part of this is his passive. On spawn, if Zemo is an ally, generate ability energy for self. So that means that he's going to be able to turn 1 detonate. Gain 20% max health. Zemo's ally gain additional 20% max health, more health. Gain 5% armor. Hydra allies gain 5% armor. So turn 1, he's going to detonate, and he's going to gain defense up after he detonates. Now, he's already going to get defense up on spawn from Zemo, but then turn 2, he's going to heal. Before it only had a 15% max health, it's going to have a higher max health increase. And if Zemo is ally, heal self for 30% max health instead. That's great. Cool, right? Now, this is something that kind of worries me right here. Let's go down. Red Skull. Storm Assault. Oh my God, I'm worried about this a little bit. Updated. Now unavoidable and unblockable. So, Red Skull is going to get cheesier. I don't know how to say. Red Skull is going to get cheesier. This ability right here is now going to be unavoidable and unblockable. Rip power armor working against Red Skull, man. I don't know if that's going to work anymore. I think they're kind of forcing us to use Inhumans, forcing us to use this Hydra team, this Zemo team. Okay, let's move on to the next part. The Doom War. So they're going to talk about the Doom War, which is going to be another campaign node, and it's going to be basically you have to finish Nexus. Join, strike, fight against survival of the journey home to Nexus Earth and face out against Dr. Doom and his forces. Take on Chapter 1 of Doom War. You must have completed Chapter 8. I'm guessing that means 1 star, actually, but I don't know. We'll find out. You'll need some assembled teams, and they have specific teams: Mutant, Hero, Inhuman, Mystic, Hero, Guardian, Shield, Wave 1, Avenger, Fantastic Four. I will make videos about all of this, and I'll put that up. This is the thing. The rewards for Doom War will include superior gear pieces regarded for gear tier 14. And they clarified that in the blog post, the update for late 2020. They talk about that there's going to be superior gear pieces are going to be farmable. And that's what we call the mini unique pieces. So those are the pieces that you can buy in the supply section for 50,000 a piece. Sometimes you can buy 2 of them for 100,000. So when the developers refer to superior gear pieces, they're talking about what we call the mini uniques, and that was clarified in a prior blog post. And then we'll also have access to Thor and Teenage Warhead. Now, I don't know what this means, putting Thor in Doom 1.6. A lot of people worrying if that's where they're going to put. Are they going to take Thor out of the raid store and put Domino there? I don't know. They don't say. But we are going to get Teenage Warhead in Doom 1-9. If you're worried about Thor in the raid store, I suggest farming him now. We're also going to get some bonus events, and we'll go through this quickly. We're going to get the Catalyst Cataclysm, which is like the Fun in the Sun event, where we're going to get 3x basic Catalyst. Don't forget, 3 times 0 is 0. Yeah, hopefully we get some more SBCs, and we're getting ABCs and all that good stuff. We're also going to get a Catalyst Blast event, which is going to start on August 11th. So that's a login event, and we'll get various catalysts right there. Upcoming blitzes, I like this. So this suggests that next week we're going to have those special. I hope they bring out more of these. I love these, where you get the 1-day gear and gold blitzes, orange and blue gear featured on day 1, day 2 purple gear, and gold on day 2 and purple gear on day 3. And then lastly, we're going to have a Crystal Inhuman Blaster event a week from now. And I believe in the data mine, it suggests that the following Monday after that will be Elsa Bloodstone. Could be wrong. For Asgard, they're going to have some boosted drop rates for Hela and Loki, and then Mercenaries as well. All of that seems pretty interesting. Now, they're going to change and add a legendary tag to Nick Fury, Star-Lord, Magneto, Shuri, Invisible Woman, Ebony Maw, Phoenix, and Black Bolt. When the game first came out, they called Elektra, Crossbows, Thanos, and Deadpool legendary, but they're removing that altogether. They're no longer considered legendary. It's going to be the way that we kind of understand the most recent form of legendaries. And so that's going to be a legendary tag. A lot of people are saying, well, maybe they're going to make legendary requirements for event required 5 7-star legendaries. I wouldn't be surprised, man, if they did that. I mean, that makes sense to me. All right, so what do you think about all of this? I'm pretty excited about Baron Zemo, man. I think he's going to be highly PvP viable. I don't see him creeping into the arena, but it wouldn't surprise me. But this passive ability, being able to go early and clear all positive effects and apply disrupted to minions, I don't think that's gonna be. But being able to passively AoE and clear 3 positive effects, and then immediately go into ability block and slow on a chain attack, and then turn 2 AoE again and remove positive effects. I think this guy is going to be highly PvP viable. Very, very much so. We'll see. Let me know what you think in the comments section. I'm pretty excited about all this. What do you think? All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and keep on gaming. I have no idea how he's going to be released. No clue. Probably Blitz.